On a personal note, I want to share briefly what's been going on with me, and I need you to know that this took a lot of courage for me. So, I'll just get right into it. For the past 6 months, I've been suffering from interrupted sleep, okay, and chronic fatigue as a result. Why? My wolf, who is 16 years old, is having some health issues. He can't walk. So he used to walk, patrol around the house at night several times, but now he needs me. So he cries every time he needs to get up. So sometimes I'm woken up during the night 2 times, more frequently 3 times, and on some exceptional nights 4 times. It's brutal. Therefore, my capacity to focus is very much affected. Okay, I take a lot more energy to come up with videos, to record and edit and publish practices on my Patreon community. And I want to thank the people who have been there supporting me. You can't imagine how much that helps me and how much it means to me. Okay, it has meant that I needed more time to structure the videos that I wanted to publish, especially the content that I put on Patreon, because I've started sharing PowerPoints. I did put one here on YouTube and on Vimeo with the women's hormonal profile and how that affects how they show up in intimacy. But that's a longer video. That was after the Jackson Wang debacle, which I enjoyed a lot. I gotta tell you, that guy, the blunders that he makes, I think I came up with the best stuff this year just because of that guy. Like, I gotta, thank the guy for just saying that dumb stuff. Anyhow, I started making a lot more presentations, PowerPoints, and recording them with audio over and publishing them on Patreon also. And I have a lot of other ideas that I need to go back to, do in that style, but I just need more energy, which I'm lacking these days. And I'm also struggling to focus on writing in the fantasy novel. It's something that, I've been writing for over 2 years now, 2.5. And I got it professionally reviewed by somebody who worked in the publishing industry. And I still got a lot of structural work because I didn't get a feedback on my story. Nobody will interfere with the story, characters, character arcs, the plots, world building and all that. Nobody will interfere there, just the structure. And this is the feedback that I got, and the structural errors that I had, which I understood because I was never trained to become a writer. I was trained to become a coach. But I did eventually decide to write this book because it's very, very important for me. I don't want to grow old and regret that I didn't write the story that came to me on a wolf walk. By the way, about the book, there are people who have said, among my friends, they said this: I don't care if it will get published or not. When you do it, when you finish it, print it, send it to me. I promise I will not share it with anybody else. I will pay you no matter how much money you want. I want to read it. Okay, so that one's like, wow, it went to my heart. So there are some people who still want to read the book or the fantasy novel, even if it doesn't become successful. Because I have no guarantees, by the way, with that. Nobody has guarantees. You do your best, you write one book, although I have 3 follow-up stories for it. Okay, it's a trilogy. But you do your best to write it, and you don't know what's going to happen afterwards. So I'm still in that place also. That's why it's a struggle to show up with videos here. It's a struggle to show up with practices and content, not just practices, because nowadays I'm also bringing coaching content on my Patreon. And it's definitely a struggle, and I can't describe to you how crazy making it is. Some days I open the Word document I write in Word. I just stare at those, either the blank page when I gotta write something completely new, or at an old writing that I gotta edit it, and nothing comes. Super frustrating. I am going through this, and I've been going through this in the past 6 months. So this isn't new. I didn't really want to share until one day I told myself, no, you guys got to know what's going on with me. And it looks like it's going to take a while. Okay, I did have some discussions with a few acquaintances and also with my mother, from my family, just my mother, about, so people presented the perspective of euthanizing my wolf, and I said absolutely no. This wolf will die of a natural death whenever it comes. Okay, I'm not going to play with that. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much lack of sleep I get, and I'm not shining, you know, when you're tired and you're not getting proper sleep, you don't shine. Okay, that's, every woman knows that. You didn't know what was going on in the past 6 months, but this is what's been going on. I am showing up with content. I got a lot of ideas. One, I want to present to you the phenomenon, or my perspective on the phenomenon of Japanese male hosts. Yep, I found out about it in December, but I tried to record it several times, but I just, yeah, it's a lot more nuance there because there's a different culture and I gotta honor it. And you know, sometimes my ideas, just even I don't feel that they float properly. I want to talk about AI chatbots and AI boyfriends and the AI companion phenomenon and what it's doing to us. I want to talk about INFJs because I'm an INFJ, and how this personality type, well, I got two personality types. I'm going to present it in that videos, but the native main one is INFJ, and how that actually impacts showing up in coaching. For the Patreon, I had an idea about a 7-day challenge, 7-day intimate challenge, but it takes a lot of structure. Okay, it's not just, okay, let's just pop it, you know, wing it. No, I don't like that. I like to prepare my topics. So I got a lot of ideas, but my energy is at an all-time low right now. Interrupted sleep, chronic interrupted sleep will do that to you. You need to know that I'm doing my best to also recover. So sometimes I sleep throughout the daytime because I'm not good to focus anyway. Like there's nothing coming out of me anyhow. So, and I can do that because there are some people who are supporting me on Patreon. I got Zoe, my coachee. We still work. We're not fixing anything right now. We're just maintaining the level of practices that we've done throughout the years. And coaching also can do that, and that's also part of what keeps me going, financially speaking. And the class that I have on Udemy, and the classes that I have on New Mind Start. And on New Mind Start, I also facilitate live practices. Those are also beautiful. Okay, and there are people there who have been showing up the past year for live practices. I have relationships, quote unquote, coaching relationships with people on those platforms. And it's really, I'm grateful for those. These are the things that have kept me going financially. Because right now I can't take collabs. My coaching work has gone down because I've rejected coaching requests because I don't have the energy. Okay? Individual coaching, the way I do it, takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to prepare, to do the session, and then to do the after conclusions, which sometimes they receive 2 or 3 pages from me. That's a lot of work. So I just don't have the energy. Okay? That's why I'm doing the best to maintain what I have right now. Did you guys notice anything? Sometimes I had like a swollen face or bloodshot eyes. Those are from fatigue. Okay, it can show up in various ways. But did you notice anything? Or if I had shut up about it, would you have guessed something was going on? It's probably going to go on for, I don't know, half a year more, because I'm not euthanizing my wolf. Okay, I got my own beliefs. You don't take a life. You don't take a life unless somebody's attacking you and you're defending yourself. That's the only way. And not even then, I wouldn't take a life. I would just try to neutralize whoever would attack me. I wouldn't want to kill the person or the animal. I would just want to neutralize them so that I could go away and live, and hopefully that animal would also live. So there's no way I'm gonna euthanize my wolf just because he has trouble walking and I sleep awfully. This is gonna last for a while. I'm gonna do my best to keep the level of work that I've I'm not taking new work so that I can keep the level of work that I've been doing. Here on YouTube/Vimeo, I upload all the stuff also on Vimeo. I got a few people there who are really enjoying the work. For my Patreon, and I am super grateful to everybody that is showing up there month after month after month, because that allows me to also to have an income and to also do the work that I do. And on the Udemy programs there, it's not going to go anywhere. It's staying there. On New Mind Start, I'm showing up at least once a month. This is an all-time low. I'm going to go through it, okay? Because I know I'm going to show up at the end of it glorious. If you're going through anything similar, I completely and absolutely feel you. I know a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff, and it's not common for others to share right from that low moment about the challenges that they're going through and how they are managing to survive and to push through it. Because make no mistake, the only way out of this is to push through it. Slowly, gradually, you pace yourself, sure, absolutely, but you continue forward. There's no way through a rough patch. There's no giving up. So if you want to consider joining my Patreon community, even if it's just for a month, super appreciated. I hope that you find stuff there, like ask me if there's any topic that you want approached. When you join the Patreon community, write a message and I will definitely come back to you with the content if it's already there. If it's not there, as soon as I can. Okay? Have faith that I show up there. And I have faith that no matter what you're going through, you can push through it. All right? So thank you for being here, for watching the videos, for commenting, for sharing the stuff that you're sharing. And for those of you that are on my Patreon community or buying my programs on other platforms, thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. And I'll see you in the next video or in the next practices or in the next lives, no matter where, where you're following me and how I show up there. Bye.